All right, we're taking a look at problem number 2 from the Amatyc Student Math League exam in the winter of 2018. Problem number 2 says 4 rings of different sizes are stacked on a post in ascending order, smallest on top. There are 2 other empty posts. You are able to move 1 ring at a time. Take the top ring from one post and move it to the other post. You may never place a larger ring on a smaller ring. What is the minimum number of moves required to move the entire stack to the middle post? Okay, this is sometimes called the Towers of Hanoi problem. So in order to show you how this is done, I went to see if I could find some rings and things, and I found a bunch of pieces of scrap. So this is more like pieces of 8 instead of rings. But anyway, what I have here for the smallest one is a little round thing, and then I've got a penny for my next layer and a quarter, and then this patch that I have, right? And instead of posts, I have 3 circles that I can put things into, and I have them arranged sort of circularly rather than in a line, just to show a pattern that makes it easier to figure out what's going on. So I am going to keep track over in the right hand column over here. I'm going to keep track of the moves that I make, but I'm going to, once you know the pattern, this becomes pretty easy. But let me see what I'm really trying to do. I want to move the whole stack to here. And so what I need to be able to do, because I can never put a bigger thing on a smaller thing, is I need to have all the smaller ones out of the way so that I can move this over to there. And then all of these get somehow put onto that. So the basic goal is to move this thing to there, which means this, the quarter, has to move to here. Well, the thing is, in order to move the quarter to there, I've got to get these other 2 things over there, right? But I can't move them 2 at a time. I can only move them 1 at a time. So in order to get the penny over to there, I need to move the little blue thing. I need to move the blue thing over here. So that's going to be my first move. I worked it back that this one wanted to go there, so the quarter needed to go here, which means the penny needed to go there, and the blue thing needs to go here. Okay, so my focus is completely gone. I don't know if I can get focus, but here we go. So the first thing is, and so I'm going to move the blue thing, which I'm going to call A. So A got moved, and it got moved in a counterclockwise direction. I'm just going to keep track of that too. So that was that, and then the penny could be moved over to here. So B gets moved in a counterclockwise direction. And now I can put the blue thing on the penny. So that was A being moved again in a counterclockwise direction. And I've achieved sort of the first level of the small stack is there. So now the quarter can go over here. So the quarter C got moved. Actually, that was clockwise again. And I'm trying to get this stack now onto there so that I can move this. So if I'm going to get the penny onto there, it means this thing had better not go onto there, but it come over here. I actually had a choice. I could put it in either spot. I'm going to put it down here. So that was A being moved in a counterclockwise direction. Now the penny can be put onto the quarter. So that was B being moved in a clockwise direction. And now the blue thing can be put on top of the penny. And that was A being moved in a counterclockwise direction. And we have achieved moving this to there. And here's where I thought I might have gotten the answer wrong when I took this test, because there's the question of, was the question what's the fewest number of moves to just get the bottom piece to move or to get the whole stack to move? And it was the whole stack. So I've gotten the bottom piece over to here. Oh, and that was now D, and D moved in a counterclockwise direction, sorry, in a clockwise direction. Now, I gotta be careful because this has 2 choices it could go on. I gotta think about it. I'm trying to get the bottom one onto here, so the second to bottom one's got to go to there. So this blue one's got to go here. So that was A again being moved that way. And then I can move the penny down to here. So that was B going this way. And then this can be put onto the penny. So A got moved this way again. And now the quarter goes on to the patch. So that was a C going this way. And then the blue thing over to there. That was A going this way. And the penny going that way. And this going on top. So how many moves did I take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 moves. Okay. Couple of things to notice here. One is the A always moved in the same direction. That smallest one got moved every other time, and it always moved clockwise. The B got moved well, it moved on the second one, but then 1, 2, 3, 4 after that. 1, 2, 3, 4 after that. It's like A is in every other slot here. And of the slots that are remaining, B is in every other slot. And of the slots that are remaining, C is in every other slot, and then D. Anyway, this is what's called an abacabba-dabacabba pattern. Abacabba, abacabba-dabacabba. Just read it, right? This shows up in all kinds of places. It shows up on your rulers if you're in inches, if you got the inch marks and the half-inch marks and the quarter-inch marks and the eighth-inch marks, and this, well, there you go. Well, let's go to the 16th inch marks. So you have A, B, A, C, A, B, A, D, A, B, A, C, A, B, A. That's your abacabba-dabacabba in the ruler. So anyway, Towers of Hanoi, it's abacabba-dabacabba. It took 15 moves to move that stack from here to here. In fact, you can see that this is always a 2 to the n minus 1, is that right? Because if I just had a stack of 2 things, in order to move the stack of 2 things, it's 1, 2, 3 moves. 1, 2, 3 moves. That was that much. I got that stack. Now, to move a stack of 3 things, you had to first of all move the stack of 2 things, then move that over. There's the C, and then move this stack onto there, which would be the ABA again, and that would move a stack of 3 things. So that was 7 moves. 3, and then the C, and then 3 more. And then to move the next one, you move the bottom thing, and then you move that stack of 3 again. So that was the 7 that you already had, 7 more, and the 1 in the middle, so 15, which is 1 less than 16, a power of 2, right? The next one, if you had a stack of 5, you'd put an E right in here, and then you do abacabba-dabacabba again. Suppose you can say that with an E in there, abacabba-dabacabba, E, abacabba-dabacabba. Anyway, that would be 15 and 15 is 30 plus 1 is 31, which is 1 less than 32, 1 less than the power of 2. Anyway, there you go. 15 is the fewest number of moves it takes to move that stack of 4.